What's going on, my people? I'm your host, Double R, and you're now tuned in to Retro Rob Television. Let's dive right into it, all right? I want to say something, though, real quick, and I want to make something very clear. It's easy to sit in that chair and sit behind that computer screen and spectate. It's easy to insinuate. It's easy to suggest. It's easy to come up with so-called solutions. It's not easy to do what Kevin Samuels did. It's easy to come up with content off of the foundation Kevin already laid down. Now, it was plenty of people that did what Kevin Samuels did, but didn't do what Kevin Samuels did in the manner that he did it. All right? I want y'all to always understand that. But I want to look at this thing in a different angle. You know, it's a lot of people that had got their thoughts and stuff about this and broke it down the way they broke it down. So I'm going to break it down the way Double R know how. And you can call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever you want to call me. That's fine. That's good. That's what this is for. That's what YouTube is for. One, I find it mighty strange and I find it mighty ironic that a few months down the line, after Kevin Samuels had his interview with Nicki Minaj, he becomes a sacrifice. Allegedly. Let's make that clear. Another thing, I find it mighty strange and ironic that a lot of people, including people in my family and friends, have been dropping left or right after this whole COVID-19, after this whole vaccination, mandates and vaccine mandates and all that stuff. People have been dropping back to back. I want y'all to understand something, though, too. It's not always just about, it's about both, but it's not always just about the external health, the physical health. And Soldier the Game Spit, I got to credit him to this one because he did say this, and it was real. He said, the inside of your body don't give a fuck about the outside of your body. All of it's intertwined, all of it's together, connected. But the inside of your body, not even just on the physical, being in physical shape, because we all know that Kevin was in physical shape. But was he in emotional shape? See, it takes a lot, and it takes a toll on you talking to these delusional ass women, talking to these delusional ass men. You feel me? Talking to these mama's boys. It takes a toll on you. I'm pretty sure Kevin Samuels really didn't sleep like that. And that's another thing, sleep deprivation. Another thing somebody put out there as well. And they put it out there as a joke, but I don't even think they even realized the seriousness in what they were joking about. We know that Kevin Samuels often drank Red Bulls on his show. Red Bulls have been connected to heart disease, because your heart is moving, like those 24-hour drinks. They make your heart move faster than its normal pace, and its normal pace. And I'm pretty sure Kevin Samuels was hitting the treadmill frequently and stuff like that. So you add that with drinking Red Bulls and stuff like that, on top of him not getting enough sleep, on top of him, like, I know we all heard about the situation where the dude, and if you didn't, I'll explain it. A guy found out after 10 years of raising this woman's child that the child wasn't his, and his heart collapsed right there in the mall. I don't know if y'all guys actually heard about that or remember that. That goes back to what I was just saying about the emotional, the internal unhealthiness. It's just important as the external. Because on the outside, Kevin Samuels just looked normal. And here's another thing. Kevin Samuels being Kevin Samuels, this was my main thing. Anybody could have done Kevin Samuels in. Anybody. Particularly a black woman. Because those were the women that Kevin Samuels made it very clear that he was interested in. Even though, if you let them tell it, he was sexist, he was against black women and da-da-da-da. No, Kevin Samuels broke it down to all women, broke it down to all men. If you know Kevin Samuels, from the beginning, not know him actually, but if you've been a fan or supporter of Kevin Samuels from the beginning, you know that originally he was talking about men and breaking down men and what men need to do. The problem came when women, you know, because they're not used to hearing you tell them what they're doing wrong, actually had a problem with that. Because, and they, like they always say, you only have a problem with something if it's actually true. You feel me? Or some certain parts of it is true. You know, I was listening to Queen's Flip, and Queen's Flip said he didn't agree with really nothing that Kevin Samuels said. But, you know, y'all could at least show the man the respect behind his passing. You know, I never was the type to want to disrespect, especially a person that passed away, that passed on, because that's fucking with spirits. That's sorcery. You feel me? It already says that God will be the judge, that the Most High will be the judge. You know, don't mess around with spirits. So, but a lot of people in this world are corrupt. They're demons, and they just don't know it. You know, they're non-believers and stuff like that. So I get it, but I don't. Yeah, but I find it. But when you're Kevin Samuels, my mind is going everywhere with this stuff. When you're Kevin Samuels, people are coming after you. People are coming after you. There's a lot of people that wanted to cancel Kevin Samuels. But what better way for those people to cancel Kevin Samuels than to just get rid of him, just period, in general. Just take him off the face of this earth. You know, if you want to really know my real belief, and this is alleged, by the way, I feel like Kevin Samuels was drugged. I felt like he was drugged. You know, and who's to say? Who's to say when the Most High want to take you up off this earth? But I don't believe that was the case. I just don't believe it. You know, it may be true. Who knows? You know, heck, my day can be today. Your day could be today. God forbid. But I believe Kevin Samuels was set up. I believe Kevin Samuels may have been sacrificed. You know, just think about it. Just think about it. I know a lot of people that think like how I think. It's crossed your mind. Probably still is. You feel me? But when you're Kevin Samuels, it's a lot of people that want your head on a stick. It's a lot of people. So just like I was saying, makes no difference whether or not you're Mo 3, whether or not you're King Von, Pop Smoke, or even Kevin Samuels. It makes no difference. You know, people want you. And what I mean by that is King Von and all of them guys died trying to either portray, because I call it portraying, you know, to be a real motherfucker. Because at the end of the day, you know, I ain't gonna even get into that. I'm gonna save that for another video. But either you die trying to portray to be something, or you die doing what is right. You either die doing what is right and die within your truth, die within the truth. And that's why I said, and that's why I'm going to title my video, Kevin Samuels died so that you all can live. You know, just think about that. For all my deep thinkers out there, just think about that. You feel me? Kevin Samuels was a father to many of you that didn't have one. Kevin Samuels, you know, was a mentor to many of you that desperately needed one. You know, and I know a lot of people out there have their version of Kevin Samuels. You know, I have mine. You know, Kevin Samuels was one of them. But I have my version of who my hero was. You know, we all do. But at the end of the day, it's only one main, and that's the Most High. And when he feel like it's time to go, it's time to go. But I personally, and I may be wrong, don't believe it was Kevin's time. I believe somebody took it into their own hands to do it. You know, it may have been a main, you know, an elite hit. You feel me? It may have been somebody that's major that put that word in to get that job done. Who knows? Because you got to realize Kevin Samuels was going against the feminist movement. And it's two movements that's very strong and very, very influential in today's society, and got a lot to do with why today's society is modern day Babylon and it's fucked up. And that's the feminist movement, you know, and the LGBTQ, whatever they call it. I don't want to call it what it really is, but that movement, because it's about making people who they deem too aggressive and got too much testosterone, making them a lot more feminine and easy on the ears. See, that's the thing about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was easy on the ears, or at least he tried to be. And that's the thing I want to focus on as well. Even when you try to put certain things in a certain way, and I always said it doesn't matter. What doesn't matter. It does not matter what you say. It's how you say it. You could say it like this. Like the Yin Yang twins. You could say it like this. If it hit, it hit. If it hit, it hit. If it hurt, it hurt. You know? And if it hurt, 9 times out of 10, it's the truth. You feel me? So again, it does not matter whether or not you're King Von, Pop Smoke, Mode 3, or Kevin Samuels. If people don't like you and they don't like what you're pushing, that's why I don't deal with people like that. Because people are very finicky. You feel me? They're very finicky. 1 minute we're bros, 1 minute we're fam, 1 minute you're the best, you're the greatest, and the next minute you ain't shit. The next minute they want your head on a stick. And I believe personally, this is just my personal opinion, that was a setup. I believe that was a setup, man. You know, they say that Kevin Samuels died on top of a woman in a hotel. I don't know. I got to look more into it. Maybe, you know, y'all can put a comment in the comment section and I'll do more research into it. But we know he's gone for sure. It's been confirmed that Kevin Samuels is gone. But I want y'all to think about that, though. I want y'all to really think about that. Whether you're King Von or whether you're Kevin Samuels, it don't matter. They want you gone. They want you gone. That's the society we live in today. People are catered to. People only care about self. You feel me? Like now, it's a lot of people, you know? It's a lot of people had a lot to say about Kevin Samuels, man, and still do. But what's going to happen when your time comes? You know? What's going to happen when your time comes? And it may come faster than you think it's going to come. You know, if you continue to be nasty. Because like I told you, like Lauryn Hill say, how you going to win when you ain't right within? And remember, again, as I started off the video with, it's easy to sit back and commentate and spectate. But what is not easy to do is congratulate. It is to me. But what is not easy to do is to be Kevin Samuels. That's what is not easy to do. You know, it's easy to judge. It is easy to sit back and judge until you're the one that's being judged. Again, it's your boy Double R, man. Stay blessed.